What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Modern Warfare Remastered video here today on the channel. This one is going to be a 5 Things That Changed episode. Once again, it's Tuesday, so it's a Modern Warfare Remastered edition. And this one, we're going to be diving into the multiplayer aspects. Once again, we've pretty much used everything that we have for the campaign changes, but we still got a little bit of stuff to talk about with the Modern Warfare Remastered changes in multiplayer. So, all that said, if you guys do enjoy the video and enjoy the series, make sure you drop a like down below and maybe consider subscribing to stay up to date so you don't miss any episode of the 5 Things That Changed. We've been doing them Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hopefully we can keep these up. I think we can, but we'll see what time brings us. But that said, let's talk about our 5 changes here within this episode. The first change is one that I definitely think is a great addition here. It's something we've had in previous years and previous titles as of recent years of the Call of Duty franchise, that being permanent unlock tokens. Previously, whenever you prestiged in COD 4 back in 2007, back in 2008, however long you played it, maybe even back into 2012, 2013, if you prestiged in COD 4, the original, you didn't really get too much other than just restarting in a new icon. So other than that, it really was no point to actually being able to prestige, but in Modern Warfare Remastered, adding in the ability to use a prestige token, it gives you that ability to have that nice little start for whenever you prestige, but whether or not it's actually that useful is really up for debate and really all based on personal preference, because the weapons like the M16, the M4, the AK, the AK-74U, the M40, those weapons are all relatively pretty low levels in terms of when you can unlock them. So the best stuff is pretty much unlocked right off the bat and not necessarily giving any real advantage to anybody that is a super high level. So whether or not that's going to be something that is useful after, say, 2, 3, 4 prestiges, who knows? That's something that once again falls onto personal preference more so than anything else, but prestige tokens have returned in Modern Warfare Remastered where they have not in COD 4 and the original version of it. So that is a nice little one here with this, but it's going to lead us into the second change with this episode, and that is going to be the challenge layout within the menu and the barracks within Modern Warfare Remastered. Previously in COD 4 2007's version, once again, we've talked about it many times, it was a very dumbed down, very minimalistic menu and user interface, and as a result, there really wasn't too much that was flashy, that was really eye-popping or caught your attention and looked rather beautiful in terms of design. But the challenge menu and other barrack items and user interface items have been redesigned to make them look brilliant and 20 times better in my opinion. It is a lot more uniform towards some of the stuff that we recognize now in the Call of Duty franchise and how the barracks work with combat records and things like that, but the challenges actually give out a nice little visual of what you need to do here with it. It offers the challenges and with each weapon rather than just say a standard 5 to 10 word description of what the challenge is, along with detailing every single weapon in each class with a drop-down option to take a look at additional challenges. It gives you not only a quick little glance at it with the grid-like style that it has, but also to the right-hand side, it has the tier of the weapon and the challenge that is selected, how far you are actually highlighted there for you. So it's a very cool little way here to bring this all together, I think, bring it up to speed not only, but also exceed some of the stuff that we've seen previously in the challenges and the UI design for recent games in the franchise. I absolutely love the way that this is laid out. It's a lot more neat, a lot more clean, and a lot more visually appealing as well. But that is going to move us into the third change here with this one, and that is going to deal with something that we've slightly talked about before, but also elaborating a little bit more on it here with this. Previously, there were not halves in domination or other objective modes like this, and even in modes that did not have objectives, this is something that was brand new to it in Modern Warfare Remastered. There were never any round-ending kill cams or game-ending kill cams in terms of Modern Warfare back in 2007. Previously, we had just the standard ending of the game where it would bring you to the screen that showcased the factions, the score, and then it would take you to the scoreboard afterwards. Now we have, like with every Call of Duty in the past couple of years, a final kill cam for every round and a final game-ending kill cam for objective modes and kill-based modes. This is something that no doubt makes it a little bit better for people that try and go for trick shots, kill cams, and all that kind of stuff, but also overall as a design feel and somebody that likes to just watch back at something, it does give you a nice little incentive to try and be that last kill on an objective, or in, say, a TDM or something like that, and it can make for some funny moments if it plays out right, or some intense fails if it doesn't. So I think it's very cool. I think it's a nice addition to bring this up to speed more so once again with the franchise and not necessarily keeping it back how it was in 2007. But the fourth change with this one is one that is still returning, but it has been changed up slightly. that is just the design of the XP bar at the bottom of your HUD. Previously in COD 4 back in 2007, there was a little bit of a design change in this, in the fact that it looked a little bit more like a ruler. It had tick marks and little indications as to where each spot would be, how close you were to getting, say, halfway there. You could be a halfway to the halfway there and know exactly. So a quarter of the way you could be to ranking up, and you'd know exactly when you hit that. Whereas now you pretty much just have to guesstimate. It's not anything where it gives a set specific marker where it would give you eighths, 16ths, 32nds, anything like that for ranks, but instead it is just one progress bar. When it fills up, and that is when you know that you've actually done 100% of that level, and there's nothing else to indicate it. So though minor and a little bit minute here on the grand scheme of things, it is a little design change that has been changed and altered a little bit. I personally think it looks a little bit better here with this. It doesn't actually take away from anything in terms of design overall and the HUD overall, but it fits that more uniform feel that they went with the new HUD instead of the old 2007 version. So that said, once again, small change, but a change nonetheless, and that's going to lead us into the fifth and final change here with this one. That is going to deal with the Killstreak icons within Modern Warfare Remastered. Modern Warfare Remastered is a little bit different in how things were approached with the HUD. We've mentioned multiple times here within this series, but the Killstreaks in particular were altered a little bit whenever you get the indication that you have completed enough kills for a single streak. Previously in COD 4, it was simply just a text overlay on your HUD where it would be the classic Bank Gothic font that was used for all of Modern Warfare. It would overlay saying that you got a UAV, airstrike, or a helicopter, one of those three, but it was simply text that popped up on your HUD. Nothing more, nothing less. It was very simple, very minimalistic, but then again, a lot of COD 4 was, and that's why a lot of people loved it. But what has changed here in Modern Warfare Remastered is there actually is a medal that pops up now every single time you get one of these, in addition to the audio cue that says you get a UAV, airstrike, or a helicopter. So it is something that makes it just a little bit more, once again, uniform with the current standards of Call of Duty, makes it a little bit more up to speed with everything here, and gives you a little bit of a medal instead of just a text overlay on top of your HUD. So it's something that, once again, is not anything major, anything too game-changing, but it is something that you definitely would notice if you've played COD 4 to Modern Warfare Remastered. So all that said, that's the fifth and final change here with this one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I have a lot of fun doing the series in general, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. And if you guys do, make sure you drop a like rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date so you don't miss any of these here with this. Leave your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Which change is your favorite here out of the 5 we've discussed already today? And if you guys have any changes you guys want to see in another episode of the 5 things that changed, feel free to leave it down there in the comment section down below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. We recently just hit 50,000. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.